So what we're going to do is find every note on the guitar. We're going to do it with octave shapes. There's only a few, and it's really easy to do because you can group the strings together. So if you start on the 6th string at the 3rd fret, that's G, and you want to find the next one, you go up a whole step, put one string in between, and that's your octave shape. So this is G and this is G. So the 5th string is the same. On the 3rd fret, you look up a whole step, put a string in between, and there's your octave. This is C and this is C. So these two look exactly alike. Then on the 4th string, you do the same thing. Look up a whole step, put one string in between, and then you've got to put an extra half step on it. And there you go. So this is F and this is F. Then the 3rd string is the same as the 4th. Up a whole step, put a string in between, and then add an extra half step. So B flat and B flat. So these two look alike, these two look alike, then 4 and 3 look alike, 5 and 6, 4 and 3, then 2, you don't have another string, so you've got to go back the other way, go up a whole step, put 2 strings in between, and this is D and this is D. 1st string looks just like the 2nd one. Up. So you got G and G again. And then you can see where this is G again. Okay, so your sets are 5 and 6, 4 and 3, and then 2 and 1. Okay, so those are just a couple of pairs. So to find every note on the guitar, if I'm starting with G and I know those shapes, I take G to G, then I put my 1st finger where my 3rd finger is. Then I just look for a 4th string octave shape. Up a whole step, string in the middle, and then up a half step, and there's G. So I've got then I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to put my 1st finger where my pinky is, make a 2nd string octave shape. Up a whole step, 2 strings in between, and I have G again. So then I want to relate that back the other way. Finger where my 3rd one is. Now I'm looking for a 5th string shape. Same thing again, go back. Replace my pinky with my 1st finger. Then go back. It's going to start all over right here. Go back, make your 1st string octave shape, go back, and then that. So you have this little triangle right here. Alright, then I'm going to go back. Keep going if I need to. Replace this one with this one. So the idea to get it down to where you can use it is work just a couple of them at a time. Don't just go up every single time all the way. You take your first one and and then you kind of just take a Polaroid picture of that, put it here, and then see if you can go back. Draw your line with your eye, and it's better if you just use your other hand and can see it, and then try to draw it the other way. So make sure that you can then, so you want to just see your hand kind of sitting there, making that line for you. So you've got those two, then you're going to do the same thing. So every time you go up one, now I'm at the third one, say, I'm going to go back. And then I'm going to try it with my other hand. Now I'm going to go to the next one. And then instead of going up, I'm going to go back again. Then try it like this. Then go up to the next one. Then go back. Try with this hand. So you really want to be able to do it with your eyes instead of just trying to grab it really fast, and it really doesn't matter how fast you can use it, because what you're going to be doing with it is finding either chords or scales or root notes to scales so that you can move around the guitar. So the idea is that you can just walk up and point to every G or every whatever note you're looking for like that. But just remember 6 and 5 are the same, 4 and 3 are the same, 2 and 1 are the same. And then just try different notes. Try to go all the way up and then see if you can just pick a spot on the guitar. Alright, so there's a note, and now say I don't know what that note is, I'm just going to look back, and since I have to go back this way across the board, I'm looking for a third string shape. So I know that that third string has a whole step and then a half step, and then, so I'm going to go over, down a whole step, and then a half step, and then there's my octave shape. Okay, so I got that one, then I'm going to go back again. I'm on the third string. I can't go this way unless I want to go back up, but I want to go down, so I'm going to have to go across this side of the guitar. So I'm looking for a 5th string shape. So I go down a whole step and over, put 1 string in between, and that's the same. Then I can't go this way anymore because there's no strings left, except for this one, but I have to put 1 in between, so I've got to go back the other way. So I'm going to be looking for a 2nd string shape. So I have to put 2 strings in between. There's my 2nd string, and it needs to be down a whole step. So down a whole step, 2 in between. Then going back again, I'm looking for a 4th string shape. Then going back again, I'm looking for a 6th string shape. And there's my triangle. Just so I don't have to remember this one shape by itself, I use this triangle, so anytime I get to the end, I can start here again and go back. That way I can keep them all in groups of 5 and 6 are the same, 4 and 3 are the same, 2 and 1 are the same. So the way that you might use that is if you're looking at working on pentatonic scales, minor pentatonic scales or something, and you want to start trying to use the other scales to play licks, if you start with a root in pattern 1, say everybody calls this pattern 1, then start with this root right here, give yourself a note or 2 up or down, then you'll look for an octave shape, then you're in pattern 2 right here, so here's your root in pattern 2. tune, I'll give myself a note or two up and down. Then, go into shape 3. There's my root. So then give myself a note up or two down. Now I'm in shape 4. Give myself a note up or two down. Move to the next pattern, pattern 5. There's my root. Here's another one too. So then I could give myself a note or so up, note or so down. Then, if I'm used to using this scale right here, which most people are, I can just take this root, play something very simple, go to the next root and play almost the same thing. So with the backing tracks going, so it'll help you find the patterns, and you can start your roots in the other patterns, and you'll have the same kind of notes that you're using in the scale that you're already used to. So they all kind of become the same thing, and that's it.